matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Zadarius Smith able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Second down, here's Davis Price. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. It's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there, because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side,
there he goes, right side, across midfield. He's on his way, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 101 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit.
Touchdown! Trey McBride with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe.
On first down, it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From the red zone now, Watson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. First down, Murray to the left side and taken in by Chosen. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line. Green. To throw, it's Murray. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Price on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Well, this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion right, one of the tight ends. To throw is Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards for number 11. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They're going to look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, 24. Alert.
From the 50, it's Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is gone from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half? Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Watson changing the play.
24.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's Watson now on second down. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Hey, 59. First 6.
Now Watson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
They've been running well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On third down, here's Davis Price. Taking it right down Broadway. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ty Davis Price, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cards have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7. Past the 30 to the 32.
Hitting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 11 yards for number 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Watson. This is the tight end, the Joku. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a night.
And he'll take it into And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for a while in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running,
and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Justin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
They'll pitch this out to Davis Price. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Here comes second down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Murray to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Murray changing the play. Going for it. Here's Davis Price. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday.